Some of us may have been called into a period of rest. And rest almost sounds guilty to say because it's like our agendas are so full that it feels guilty to rest. Like, what is rest? How do we actually rest? It's like if we rest, we get bored. And then we think that we have to sleep or do something to fill the void or fill the quietness when really that's where we need to be sitting right now. Because the answer lies in the silence. I was watching Straight Outta Compton last night. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, everything was so much more soulful back in the day. Even the music, like, everything was just like, oh, you could feel it. Why? Why is nothing like that anymore? It's because when we get bored, we tap into our creativity. We get creative. They didn't have all the distractions that we have today that's keeping our minds full of clutter and doom scrolling. Like, we don't know how to sit in the silence. We don't know how to get creative when we're bored, to do something that gives us that dopamine fix without jumping or running to vices that fill that void for us. For some, it's probably sex, drugs, smoking, drinking, partying, whatever it is. We'll distract that void and that silence and we'll consider that rest when really we're not resting. And that creativity cannot flow to us because we're under the influence of not being our authentic self. We're too busy seeking attention to feel some sort of dopamine fix. We need to start thinking intention over attention because it's going to bring us closer to who we really are. When we get quiet enough and when we get bored, we get into this, it's almost like we get into this energy of self-exploration. Don't be nasty. But my perfect mind would. But when we start exploring ourselves, oh my gosh, I gotta find something else to say. When we start exploring ourselves, we start finding things that touch our hearts. You fall in love with yourself because you're like in this self-exploratory thing. Like, even as kids, like, our parents will kick us outside to go play, and it's like, what do? We get creative. We make up games. we find something that makes us happy, that gives us that little dopamine fix. When we start doing things out of intention and not out of attention, just to give ourselves that healthy dopamine fix, not running to our vices or the things that are doing us no good in life, while we are walking and doing things out of intention, what is for us naturally comes to us. Like, let's say Straight Outta Compton, like, hey, I'm just in the studio messing around and all of a sudden, boom, you got a hit. And it's like, dang, that's kind of fun though, let's do it. Like, you find purpose and a calling in the boredom when you get creative, not based off of what everybody else is doing. It's like the people nowadays are just followers, like what's trendy, what's happening, instead of being creative and working out of your authentic self. Because when you're radiating that authentic energy, everything that is for you starts magnetically, like, coming towards you naturally. You don't have to put in the work or do anything. You're having fun. Like, this is what you genuinely love to do. Stop worrying about what the next person is going to think about if you do A, B, C, D, because it's not trendy, it's not making any money. You will naturally make money off your own gifts and talents. We all have the capability of being leaders, but we have to embrace that stillness, that rest, that boredom, because that's where creativity is going to come to you.